I just want to follow up what we saw in the last tutorial of our previous section, where we looked at workspaces. Here in this tutorial, I'm going to look at adjusting Windows layouts, but without creating floating docks, as we did in the last tutorial of the last section. And adjusting Windows layouts does work in pretty much the same way. Additionally, I also want to run by you what I propose to look at in this section. And that is, well, we're going to cover the beginning of assembling our music video without the original live soundtrack. And I'm going to replace the original live soundtrack with a studio recording, mainly because the video recordings of the band in their rehearsal room, well, these video recordings have captured the drums far too loud. Anyway, see what you think. First of all, I'm going to let you have a listen to part of a movie file with the original live soundtrack, and then I'll run it through again with the overdub studio recording. Now I'm just going to left click here and drag my project media panel to the right to enlarge it there. Okay, so now you can see I have a couple more files added to my project media. I've added a photograph and I've added the MP3 backing track, the studio recording. And if we look down at my track list, well, you'll see that the audio component of our video file, and remember this is the live recording, well, the audio component has been muted. Now I'm going to cover how we mute and unmute and solo, etc. as we progress. For now, it's just enough to know all we need to do is click on the mute button. And in its place is the MP3. Now before we hear it, let's reverse this. So I'm going to unmute my live audio, meaning we're going to hear that first of all, and I will mute the studio recording MP3 backing track. Let's have a listen to this live recording. I'll hit play now. Okay, so that's the live sound. As I say, the drums are recorded fairly loud, so really we want to be able to replace this. And of course it's easy enough to do. On my extra audio track there at the bottom, I've got my MP3 studio recording. So now I'll mute my live audio and then I'll unmute the MP3 studio recording. And I'll go right back to the very start and I'll hit play. Here we go. Okay, so that's what we're going to work towards achieving in this section and over the following sections as well. Not just with one movie clip, of course, but with quite a number.